Well, we're still in New Brunswick. We will be heading home soon, but it's a beautiful sunny day today, and we thought we'd take a break from visiting the in-laws and go and see some sights. Even though it's winter, there's still lots of beauty here. It is so pretty. So we're just gonna head now. Gonna check out the ocean. My husband loves the ocean and would even love to live around the ocean. So we're gonna go see what it looks like in the winter.
Right there.
Oh man, it's gorgeous. So yeah, we're just gonna go around, see some sights.
We can see.
Yeah, we really want to head to the Bass Pro Shop too. We haven't been there in years. I know it's silly, but we don't have one around us. So the last time we were at one,
New York.
I think it was in New York, and we were still like young, and we weren't parents, and so Hannah's really excited about going too. So we love fishing and we love being outdoors, and we just even want to go and just walk around it. So we'll take you there too. It's a really cool store if you haven't been there before, but and we haven't seen any moose yet, so we're hoping today maybe we could see a moose during the light. And yeah, we're just taking the whole day with this beautiful weather to just do some sightseeing. Well, we did not make it to all of the lighthouses or to the Bass Pro Shop because we had some car trouble.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, we're thankful we only got about 40 minutes from where we're staying, and the battery light came on, and my father-in-law told us of a mechanic that he knows it wasn't far away. So thankfully, usually they're really busy apparently, and we were able to get in right away. They took the car, they're like, yeah, we can do it today, we've got the part. It's an alternator that we needed to have changed. So anyways, we only changed our alternator like what, 2 years ago?
2 winters ago.
Yeah, 2 winters ago. So anyway, we're a little shocked we had to do it, but now it seems, hopefully, fingers crossed, that we're good, because we're going to be heading home in a few days, and we want to make sure that we get there. But I think we're just really thankful that this didn't happen on our way back to Ontario, because we could have been stuck anywhere, but anywhere, like even in Quebec or somewhere where we don't know any mechanics, and we probably would have had to spend money on some hotels trying to get it fixed, and it would have been an ordeal. So anyways, we kind of were bummed out because it was a beautiful day and it would have been a perfect day to go, but these things come up, and maybe we'll get an opportunity before we head home. So we'll see. We might try and do it again on Friday, and then we're going to be heading out on Sunday to head home. So that is our story. But hey, this is how things go sometimes. Unplanned events. Right?
Yep. If you're wondering what that squealing is, there's a little bit of power steering that was spilt onto the belt, the serpentine belt. So
Yeah.
hopefully when we get to wherever we're going to right now, it'll just eventually wear off.
It was a lot louder when we first
Oh, it was, yeah.
when you first started
Yeah,
it.
the gentleman put some WD-40 and just tried to clean it up a little bit just to dry it out. So,
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's great. So tomorrow we're supposed to get like a dumping of snow tonight here, like what, 20 centimeters?
Not really.
No?
It's supposed to mainly rain, actually. Snow first, then turns to
wow.
rain with a high of +9
Plus 9.
Celsius. So
What
it could be messy.
Just a few days ago it was in what, like -17?
About that, yeah.
-17 to +9 in a matter of a couple days.
And then Friday night's supposed to be -19.
Wow.
All that stuff that potentially may melt Thursday and a little bit of Friday.
Might freeze.
Might freeze.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to be heading back to the in-laws, and we'll try this trip again. We'll see how it goes this time around. Well, we are on our attempt number 2 to go and see some lighthouses and go to the Bass Pro Shop. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So, as you know, we had car problems. So we're very thankful that we turned around and we are doing the trip today instead.
Yeah, I was this close to just keep going. Like when the battery light came off, I was like, no, I'm turning around. I want to see a lighthouse.
But then when a little later it did come back on.
It did a little bit later.
The battery light. So we're
What I was saying though is I'm glad I didn't just do that.
Yeah.
Because it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. But I'm thankful it's done. About $500 later, we are on the road again. We're going to be going home in about 2 more days. All right, Jay, what are we doing?
Lighthouse!
Woohoo!
We're following these little blue signs that have a lighthouse picture.
We have no idea where
We don't know where we're going. We're just following the sign.
We were going to try and find a different lighthouse, and then we see these signs.
You gotta follow the sign.
Yeah.
They never mislead you.
We just got to wait for another sign now. We're just following the signs.
Okay, so we haven't seen one of those lighthouse signs yet. It's been a while, and so I had Kendra look on the map, and the direction that we were headed was going south. We're on a little bit of a time...
Restraint.
a time what? Restraint? Or time limit, or what do you want to call it? So we're just trying to go back up north to Miramichi, but on our way to back there, we want to follow...
sign, turn right.
We want to follow the coastline. So that's the goal. We'll find out.
So I should be able to find at least one lighthouse.
We'll probably see a few, yeah.
There's lots south.
Oh, there's definitely like all throughout south, but we just don't have the time. Oh, I see water. There's some seagulls. That's the ocean. That's cool. There's a lighthouse.
Lighthouse, yes.
Is that a lighthouse? Oh, it's not really a lighthouse.
No, the lighthouse is right over there.
Oh, there is, right back there. There could just be some islands over there, though. I don't know if that's PEI or not. I want to say PEI is more that way.
Gonna get this back.
Seagulls or something right over
Oh, yeah,
there.
now I see the windmills way over there.
Yeah, and then I don't know if those are like seagulls or albatross or
Oh,
something
yeah,
over
hold on.
here.
There's a possibility that the water might come up to here. Who knows?
Well, I think it would. Well, it's high tide, low tide. We're not that far. Well, we've made it to the Atlantic Ocean. It's a little chilly and windy. But we did it.
We finally found the ocean.
We haven't made it to a lighthouse either, but there should be one on the way back. Yeah, wow. This is cool.
Yeah.
And PEI should be just a little bit further that way, but we don't have time to do that today, so we're hoping to come back
Hopefully next time.
in the summer or the fall and do a East Coast tour. So it's nice.
It's crazy though. It just looks like it just drops.
The bird's gonna. I think those are albatross down there.
Where's the other spring in front of you though? I'm gonna come more this way.
I do think the tide is coming in. She went over there.
Okay, so there's this right here. Dad gave it to me.
It's a white rock.
And then the other thing you're surprised about
Wow. That's huge. That's pretty cool. That's a cool find, eh?
Yeah, so apparently over there we actually connect to where no one.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I can't go, but I would like to try and go over there where the birds are.
Well, the tide's starting to come in.
Oh, there's tide?
Yeah, high tide and low tide.
I
Remember?
know, but I thought it goes in the morning.
In the evening it comes back.
This one's kind of busted up though. This one. I wanted to show you the color of it though.
There's one right here, Dad.
I'm still stuck to the rock. So Kendra's finally driving us now. This whole trip I've been driving.
I haven't driven in 10 days.
Continue straight.
Feels so weird.
It feels so nice to not drive anymore. So where are we headed?
I think it's Bay St. Anne's or something. It's supposed to be a lighthouse there. Let's see. Some waterfront onto, I think it's the Gulf of St. Lawrence. I have about an hour drive. We're on our way back to his parents. We thought we'd stop there because there should be a lighthouse there, and we get to probably check out some more, maybe some shells and stuff, because that's always cool to do.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things to do, I mean, it's not like we come out to the east very often, but one of the favorite things I like to do, and I spend probably a couple of weeks just doing it, is just walking up and down the shoreline and just seeing what I can find with either rocks, shellfish, anything that might be alive, like jellyfish. I don't know if I ever held on to one. A couple starfish, they weren't alive, but still.
It's things that we don't have in Ontario.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good way to pass time, and children seem to really love it too. So our daughter loves it. And you know what? It doesn't cost a lot of money to do, and it's fun. So.
Yeah.
Not everything that is fun has to be money. So we like to do a lot of outdoor activities and things like fishing and whatever else. We just spend as much time as we can, do hiking. We used to cross-country ski, and I'd like to get back into that someday. But
Well, even hiking, we haven't really done much of the last couple of years.
But yes, we do.
It would be nice to get back into some of those things. Yeah.
It's 117.
So this is all considered like a national park of the Wow,
Couchabowa.
whatever she said.
Couchabowa.
That's what she said.
So this is a national park.
Considered, yeah, or going into, yeah.
So we're heading into a national park, Couchabowa. That's what she said.
That's what you did say.
I know, that's what the GPS lady said.
That too. There's a lighthouse. We officially have found our first lighthouse.
That's very possibly our own.
It's possibly our only. No, don't worry about it. That's the lighthouse though.
in
21?
2009. We went
Oh,
to
yes.
and did kind of an East Coast thing. We went to PEI and Cape Breton Island and Halifax, and anyway, this was before our daughter was born, and we seen quite a few lighthouses then, and they were pretty neat. And that was, I think, in July or August. But anyways, New Brunswick, this trip is the first one we've seen.
Yep.
Pretty exciting. That's where the lighthouse is.
Well, it's not a popular place. My lighthouse is that way. I don't know if you can actually see it from this distance, but most of it's ice right there, and it looks like it may not be plowed.
Part way up there.
And Kendra is not adventurous enough to go through it.
We can't go through that.
If I had my vehicle, we would have already been there.
It's sheer ice.
I would have just sent it.
Jay, there's like snow piled up there.
You got snow tires though.
Yeah, but we still have to get home.
This is my home. I want to live at the lighthouse.
Now what?
That way.
Proceed to the route.
We
Proceed to the
can't. Do you know why we can't? Because you
Proceed to the
didn't.
route.
No, we can't. Because you didn't tell us the road wouldn't be plowed. So now we're going this way. Well, at least we'll follow the. Oh, I forgot. This is the bumpy area. So we'll just follow the shoreline. Basically 117, I think it is.
Yeah.
Going back towards the Miramichi area. So with the 117, it kind of does this really big horseshoe loop in this area.
Takes us back out to 11.
Yeah, it eventually takes us back out to 11. So that was a little bit of disappointment, but we will hope for this summer/fall to come back, I hope. Not necessarily at this area per se, but
I think we'll go south.
yeah, we're definitely gonna go south. Go to perhaps Peggy's Cove.
Yeah, and St. Andrews.
St. Andrews. Well, that's in New Brunswick, but Peggy's Cove it would be in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. We've been there before.
Where else? Cape Breton. We'll definitely go there, and maybe this time we'll do the Cabot Trail.
We only did part of it.
We did part of it because there was traffic. But the nice thing about that is even though we didn't go through, when we turned around, we seen all sorts of other neat things.
Dolphins.
Seals, dolphins, possible whale sightings, I think it was.
Sea turtle.
Well, sea turtle was, we went on that whale watching.
Yeah.
And I think we might have seen maybe a whale.
Yeah, we did.
But that highlight of that whale watching trip was the sea turtle.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So at the time we had a Ford Focus, and the sea turtle would have been, of course, just as heavy as the vehicle, but the size of it would have been almost equivalent to it.
It was huge.
It was huge.
Eating the jellyfish.
Eating jellyfish. So were you disappointed?
A little, but it's okay. We'll see you one again. It's not our last time here, so. We've seen some pretty cool things.
So we're on the same road we were on, what was it, Wednesday. So we're taking that same route. Oh, the sun is bright. It is bright. I can't see.
It's starting
That was our day. It wasn't exciting.
It was. Enjoy
Well,
yourself.
so yeah, I did enjoy myself. What I mean by that is we didn't see a whole lot of lighthouses.